Good evening and welcome to Realty Coffee Talk on Awaz Entertainment. My name is Tahir Qureshi. I'm a fellow of Real Estate Institute of Canada, broker of record for City Pro Realty Inc. Tonight we're going to have some conversation about mortgage saving interest rate that I just dropped. I have a very distinguished guest, Maxime D'Souza. He's a broker with Canada Express Mortgage. So Maxime, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Qureshi.
So this is the topic of the day today, that how much is going to impact people, affordability issues. So can you give us some thought about this impact of the mortgage that we are seeing now, the interest rate?
Absolutely. Yes, of course. I mean, we just saw a rate drop that happened yesterday. Bank of Canada announced a rate cut, and now the key interest rate is sitting at 4.5%.
Yeah.
This 25 basis points, technically, if you do the math on $1 million mortgage, it could bring in savings of about $2,500 a year. That's quite a substantial amount.
So definitely, so if this particularly impact will be to the people who have variable mortgage, because the first fixed mortgage will not impact that, isn't it?
Yes, you're
Can
right.
you explain that a little bit to our audience?
Absolutely. So when you have a fixed rate mortgage, you've signed a contract for a particular term. So whether it is a 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, or a 5 year. So you basically signed a contract with your bank that your mortgage interest rate is going to be fixed for the term of your mortgage, your loan, right? Versus with the variable rate, you've signed a contract on a variable rate, which means if the interest rate fluctuates, if it goes up or down, just like that we've seen in the last few years, that the interest rates have been rising. Bank of Canada has been increasing the interest rate. So, if the interest rate goes up, your payments could change. And, it could only change. I mean, again, there are some nitty-gritties, how it will change, when it will change. There's something called as a trigger rate. So there's more detail to it. But in a nutshell, the cost of your mortgage is definitely changing for you, on a monthly basis, whether your payments change or not. So yeah, I mean, if the rates go up, your cost of interest could go up. If your rates go down, not necessarily your payments might change, but the cost of interest on that particular mortgage definitely changes for you.
I remember when the interest was going up. I have a couple of episodes about the triggering the mortgage. What happened is that when the variable price, when you have variable mortgage and your interest is going up because of Bank of Canada increase the policy rate, so you reach a point where the whole payment that you were paying was going toward interest,
Absolutely.
not to the
Principal.
principal.
Yes.
Therefore, the bank has demanded some people to pay some money to create that balance between the two, right?
Well, yes, exactly. How you explain is that's how it works. So there's something called as a trigger rate. It's on every mortgage contract that you sign with the bank on a variable rate mortgage. Now, this trigger rate basically means that when you reach that point, your monthly payment will only cover the interest.
Yeah.
And if you surpass that, which means your monthly payment is not even enough to cover the monthly interest. And so that means you're not paying anything towards your principal. Plus, now because you're unable to cover your complete monthly interest, the bank would increase your monthly payment. So we've seen, in the industry, I have had some clients who saw the monthly payment change, and that change can substantially hit your monthly cash flow. So a lot of my clients were really, really struggling with their monthly mortgage payments.
Yeah, I remember that when I borrowed some money for my son going to medical school, and I was paying a 2.45, okay, and money has already been spent on that year, okay. I'm talking about 2 years ago.
Okay.
Same amount of money I was paying 7.2%. Money is already used, but the rate was increased, and that's even the line of credit that you use as a home equity line. They are variable. Some people get the prime, some people get minus prime, but some people will use it as a line of credit, as a financing tool, right?
Absolutely.
So this is the fact. Now, lots of people who have, By the way, I am a principal broker of Canada Express Mortgage, and we have a license number 13241. And Maxime D'Souza is our broker also. And this is very important to let you know that you're talking to the qualified professionals because law requires that you must have a license before you give an opinion. So that is really where everybody is concerned was, and now people hopefully with the second, this is second reduction in policy rate, right?
That's correct. We
This
just saw
year.
the second drop this year.
Yeah. The inflation rate, I believe, has gone back now for 2.9 to 2.7.
I think yes, the last time I saw it was at 2.7, so which is good, and I think that is one of the indicators that has the Bank of Canada has been observing, and because we saw the inflation drop to 2.7, I think that is one of the main indicators for the Bank of Canada to review and make their decision on their interest rates.
So in this situation, if somebody is looking to cash on or capitalize on the potential, what they will have to do it in order to seek your help in this case?
Well, in at the moment, I mean, we just saw the second drop. So in total, we've had almost 50 basis points. That is 0.5%. 0.5% means a lot. I mean, I'm sure, as I mentioned to you, there are a lot of people who have had those variable rate mortgages. There are a lot of people who also have, the HELOCs that you just mentioned, home equity line of credit. Now, equity line of credit with the banks and some other financial institutions, basically they are variable rates, right?
Yeah.
So if the rates change, if they go up, your HELOC payment goes up. Also, one thing to note that a HELOC is mostly compounded monthly. So, versus mortgages that are, compounded semi-annually. I mean, there are private lenders, their mortgages are compounded monthly as well. But mainly, HELOC, when we're talking about HELOC. Now, this drop can, as I mentioned, I had clients who were struggling with their monthly cash flow just because the payments went up so much in a very short period of time, which they had not budgeted in their expenses. And they probably never thought, before taking a line of credit or a variable rate mortgage, that this will be an additional upcoming cost into their monthly budget. But anyway, now with that being said, I mean, this drop is definitely going to bring some relief. 0.5% in a very short time. That's almost a saving of $5,000 now when we're talking about $1 million mortgage, right? Yeah. $5,000 means a lot of money to a lot of people out there. So that's one thing. That's one scenario for people who have a variable rate mortgage or a HELOC. But now let's look at people who are looking to get into the in the market, who want to purchase a house. Again, in my opinion, I would always suggest every person who is looking to get into the real estate industry to first connect with a professional, seek advice, because it has to be personalized, because every situation is unique. I'm not too sure how much of an impact it would bring into their finances as they are just entering the market, right? There could be fixed rate options that might be better than a variable rate mortgage for them. And it also depends on what their ultimate short and long-term financial goals are and what they want to achieve in real estate. So there are many different questions that I would probably ask all my clients just to learn about them, understand what they want to achieve in their lives financially, personally, what their family goals are, and then after gathering all that information is when I take a step to provide my advice and guidance.
Yeah, here's a question for you: is not only with this tight cash flow, affordability, income, reduction, all these issues came in. People still have to buy a house. They have to have a shelter of the family. Rental is gone up. So question is, if someone has a good credential, good reports, but they don't qualify with a lender, so what are the alternate lending available that you can assist?
Absolutely. I mean, over the last few years, we've seen more and more homeowners and home buyers are leaning towards alternative lending and private lending. Again, the rising interest rate market and the affordability, we all know about stress test, right?
Yeah.
So, contract plus 2, or the benchmark rate. So qualifying at contract plus 2 is quite, has been challenging over the last few years.
Yeah.
So, more and more people are leaning towards alternative financing. Now, alternative financing has been there in the industry for many, many years. It's just that people were unaware that they had. And, at times, yes, they could be a slightly expensive than in banks and, some other lenders. But we have to, keep one thing in mind, that a little bit of a higher cost is still better to be able to, secure that property that you want for you and your family, secure that investment that's going to give you potential, appreciation and financial growth. So again, we have to, as a mortgage professional, I always try and understand what is the desired outcome, what's your objective, what's my client's owner's, the buyer's objective in terms of making this decision. And once I understand and I identify that, I guide them accordingly. So alternative financing is a sweet option. We have some lenders who qualify clients on a contract rate. Now that's where you're not stress testing those loans. And but yeah, here's a catch though. Alternative lenders want minimum 20% down. So that's one of the biggest criteria. They only fund up to 80% loan to value. So if you're looking to buy a $1 million home, so then you have to come up with $200,000 upfront, in order to be able to, be eligible, even qualify to, seek a mortgage with an alternative lender.
But I think the alternative lending is a second kind of best option. When you are not able to qualify, you still want to buy it, you can afford it. Issue is affordability. Like in our mortgage, we say, know your client and look at the suitability of a product for the client. And we have a very comprehensive process that we qualify and have a discussion. And then when we make suggestion, we have, being a broker, we have many options available.
Right.
What is the best suitable product for them? That's what we
Exactly.
do that, right?
And just to add to that, now, as I was talking about the savings, let's understand what happens if you had to get a mortgage from an alternative lender. Now, let's consider a scenario here. Somebody's looking to purchase a $1 million property, right, with a 20% down. Now, we are looking at a mortgage of $800,000. Now, if you are eligible to get that mortgage, now, earlier we discussed about some savings. The savings we were talking about was on a 25 basis points means you're saving $2,500 annually on a $1 million mortgage. Now, let's consider that you have to pay this premium to be with an alternative lender. If you are going to pay a premium of 25 basis points, or even for that matter, 0.5% to be with an alternative lender, that's $5,000 in additional cost. For sure. I mean, if you can afford that cost, if your income and expenses are in line, are aligned well, so for you to be able to afford that $5,000 or $2,500 for annual cost, that's spread across 12 months, right? Now we're talking about what? $200 a month, $208.33. Yeah. Now, if you can afford $200, I would suggest you should explore alternative financing and secure that investment.
And this is was particularly when we are buying a property. Sometime when you are procuring a property, you got an APS that you need to get financing. You reach out to people, or you have already signed a contract, say pre-construction contracts. Appraisal value came lower than the value of the APS amount. There is a gap between those, and you have to borrow the money.
Yes.
And instead of defaulting on your transaction, but and you, let's say, I remember one of the person that used to come in my community Realty Coffee Talk event on a community center before we came to Awaz.
Okay.
He lost $300,000, 300,000 because he did not contact with us. He just bought directly with the builder. Now appraised value came 300,000 below the purchase price. Plus he has no money. He never applied for the mortgage. He does not qualify for it. So he was asking me, can you sell this? I said, the value of the property is gone down, and the size what you have is not the real value.
Right.
So what I'm saying to you is that when you have a mortgage already, and you have a house that your family is enjoying. So, and if you are closing a property and you are short of $50,000-$60,000 for a short period of time, rather than losing your deposit, whether it's a resale or pre-construction, if you can manage that based on your financing, borrow the short-term, this private lending or the alternate lending, and make sure that it's short time, short period.
Right. I mean, just to add to that, I think there is one more thing very important to learn is, these alternative lenders, they might, there might be an option for you to borrow more than what a traditional bank would lend you. So, slightly higher interest rate, but their qualifying ratios are also higher, where there might be a possibility that you could be able to, get maybe $50,000 or maybe $100,000 an additional loan amount, which can help you cover the difference that you're looking for, instead of going to a private lender or even asking your friends, family members for help at that time. Okay. So it's crucial to know that, reaching out to a mortgage broker and a expert is always important, if you are in a scenario like that.
Okay, we're going to take a short break, and we come back and we continue our conversation on mortgage saving. Interest rate just dropped.
Thinking of buying or selling real estate? Call us today. We are one-stop solution provider for your real estate needs. Our commission plans to meet your budget. Buy, sell, or build. We can help. Think of us today. Call us at 905-785-9923. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Thank you.
अगर आपको दुबई या मिडिल ईस्ट नुमा जेवरात की तलाश है, तो आपको दूर जाने की बिल्कुल जरूरत नहीं। आज ही हमारे मिसिसागा रिजवे स्टोर तशरीफ लाइए। अल करम ज्वेलर्स। हमारे पास सोने के बेहतरीन कंगन, कड़े, झुमके, हार और सोने के सेट्स भी दस्तयाब हैं। शादी हो या मेहंदी या कोई भी फंक्शन, आपकी पसंद के तमाम जेवरात आपको हमारे स्टोर में मौजूद मिलेंगे। आज ही हमारे स्टोर पर तशरीफ लाइए। अल करम ज्वेलर्स, 3465 प्लैटिनम ड्राइव, यूनिट 99, मिसिसागा, या फिर कॉल करें 905-828-0009। अल करम ज्वेलर्स, फरमाइश आपकी, गारंटी हमारी।
Popeyes has opened a brand new location in downtown Vancouver. Satisfy your craving for Cajun at this new location off West Georgia and Hamilton Street, where you'll find all your favorite Louisiana-inspired menu items. We sampled the unrivaled trio of sandwiches, the classic, the deluxe, and the blackened deluxe chicken sandwich, and all were delicious. All of the signature fried chicken is marinated for 12 hours, then hand-battered and breaded, served with Cajun fries and mac and cheese on the side. Plus, for a limited time, you can try Popeye's Crispy Chicken Wrap, available now until September 3rd. Check out the new Popeye's location at 700 Hamilton Street today. Who are you bringing with you? Tag them in the comments.
This is the latest opening in BC for Popeyes, with more openings coming soon in both Alberta and BC by PLK Group.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Welcome to SFK Law, where we're committed to providing legal guidance tailored to your needs. When it comes to real estate law, every detail matters. At SFK Law, we will assist you whether you're buying, selling, or refinancing your property. We'll guide you throughout the process with complete transparency.
Whether you're an employer or an employee, our team will provide expert guidance and representation to safeguard your rights and interests. Whether you're an existing business owner or you're looking to buy or sell a business, at SFK Law, we can help you structure the transaction from start to finish.
If you're searching for a lawyer, contact us today to schedule your consultation.
My name is Timur Shah. I'm the managing partner of Shah & Shah Lawyers. At our firm, we do personal injury, real estate, immigration, litigation, family, criminal, and wills and estates. You can contact us at 905-270-5474, or you can visit our website at shawlawyers.ca, and you can visit us at 315 Traders Boulevard East, Unit 3 in Mississauga. We're a family law firm, and we'd love to help your family out.
डिक्सी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स और अप्लायंसेस, जहां आपकी तमाम इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स और अप्लायंसेस की जरूरियात पूरी होंगी। हमारे पास आपको हर टॉप ब्रांड मौजूद मिलेगा, चाहे वो वर्लपूल हो या एलजी, सैमसंग हो या जनरल इलेक्ट्रिक्स। हम इन सब के ऑथराइज्ड डीलर हैं। आइए और हमसे 5 स्टार खिदमत का लुत्फ उठाइए। हम आपको तमाम अप्लायंसेस सबसे बेहतर और सस्ते दामों पर फराहम करेंगे, ये हमारी गारंटी है। विजिट आवर वेबसाइट www.dixieelectronics.ca या फिर हमें कॉल कीजिए 905-625-5900. At Dixie Electronics and Appliances, we sell quality and deliver confidence. Dixie Electronics or Appliances, जहां आपकी तमाम इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स zero. At Dixie Electronics and Appliances, we sell quality and deliver confidence.
Good evening and welcome to Realty Coffee Talk on Awaz Entertainment. My name is Tahir Qureshi. I'm the host of Realty Coffee Talk. I'm a broker of record for City Pro Realty Inc. Brokerage and also principal broker of Canada Express Mortgage, license number 13241. I'm with Maxim D'Souza. He's our mortgage broker. Amazing, young, bright, brilliant young man. A lot of passion to help people. So we are just talking in a break what else we can do for you guys. So we were coming out about private lending and debt consolidation and reverse mortgage. You want to share some information on that?
Absolutely. Let's talk about reverse mortgages for a bit here. So reverse mortgages is a great alternative option for people who are over 55 years and above. So if somebody is 55 years old, they can borrow or they can qualify for a reverse mortgage on their property as long as they have equity in their home. You got to have there's a age to equity calculation that needs to be made, and we have few lenders such as Home Equity Bank. We have Equitable Bank who offers reverse mortgages, and we do have some other lenders who also offer reverse mortgage products. A reverse mortgage is basically, in a traditional mortgage, you're making a monthly payment where you're paying a portion of principal and you're paying a portion of interest. So that's what your monthly payment consists of. So there is the interest, that's the revenue for the bank or the lender, and then there is a principal portion that is going towards the money that you borrowed, and eventually in the amortization years, like maybe 20, 25, 30 years, that's the amortized loan that you have, you're going to pay down the principal. Now with reverse mortgage, that's not the case. So what happens with reverse mortgage? So in a reverse mortgage, you do not have to make a payment if you choose not to. Some lenders do have options where you can make a monthly payment. So where you can cover at least the minimum interest monthly payment so that your principal is not increasing. So, but if you choose not to make a monthly payment, then you do not have to. And you can stay in your house as long as you want, as long as you're alive. So if you decide to, let's say, move to a retirement home, sell the property, or if you die, that's when the loan becomes due. So right now I've been working with some clients, and their financial situation is, it's not the best. Why? Because they're 70-year-old. They're just living on pension. They don't have any additional source of income, and they do have a mortgage that they it's hard for them to keep up with the current the interest rate. So I offer them a solution where we can get them a reverse mortgage, and that reverse mortgage will take care of their existing mortgage plus some unsecured debts that they have, like in credit cards and car loans, so which are currently impacting their credit score. So we are going to roll that all into a reverse mortgage, offering them financial freedom so that they don't have to worry about making that monthly mortgage payment on a monthly basis. So that additional cash flow is going to make a difference in their lives. So reverse mortgage can be a great alternative for people who are 55 years and over and are seeking some financial assistance.
Reverse mortgages, sometimes you also, parents want to support their kids for higher education. They need money, and they have no cash, but they have sufficient equity in the house to draw money against it. So what happens is that when you take the reverse mortgage, you can take it a certain amount, a minimum amount, or full amount, or you can draw them accordingly, whatever the time that you want. And then when cumulative interest that comes on, they will calculate and they will give you, they will not charge you, but they will give you a statement monthly how much money that you owe them this month, and next month the keys start accumulating. And that money is added to the principal later on, because that is their money they could have received from in a regular mortgage. They will keep adding that, and at the end when you dispose of your property, that time the money is not only the original principal plus the cumulative interest that was paid, that will also be paid back, because there is an interest on compounding on top of that,
That's right.
So it's a good option for someone who has no income but they have expenses. So you have to look at them, and there is a very great assessment, suitability and assessment to be done by a mortgage broker, and we have this obligation to make sure the client is comfortable and is suitable for them under their circumstances. So it's well documented. So that's a great. Anything else we want to give a final message to them, because we're going to be running out of time soon?
No, I mean, just to conclude on the reverse mortgage, there can be numerous reasons why you can get a reverse mortgage. I mean, there can be, as you addressed, helping for your kids for education. It could also be helping kids with a down payment. As we were just discussing about alternative lending options where 20% is the requirement. Not too many first-time home buyers have that kind of a money, right? So if parents can, support, their kids, if they would like to support their kids, but if they don't qualify for a traditional mortgage, a reverse mortgage could be a very good alternative option for them to be able to support their kids to find their first home. And there are many other reasons to secure a reverse mortgage. I always recommend talking to your mortgage broker, or you can always reach out to us at Canada Express Mortgage Inc. And also, I mean, with that being said, since you brought up a topic on debt consolidation, I would like to highlight something very important here that I have noticed over the years. When the interest rates kept going up, the cost of living, the inflation has impacted a lot of families, right? People are increasing their credit card debt. People are going into, going to some other lending options, companies such as Fairstone Financial or Easy Loans or Payday Loans, and all of the loans, and the interest rate on these loans can be very, very high. And I think it's just to know your options. I want you to be aware that there could be an option for you to get rid of these loans and get rid of these monthly high costs by just consolidating your debts. So once again, now interest rates are dropping. This will definitely bring some traction and valuation in the real estate market as well. Talk to your brokers, give us a call, let's talk, let's see if there are options for us to help you consolidate those debts, whether getting a reverse mortgage, or you're looking to buy your first time home, or you just need some mortgage advice and you want to speak to a professional.
Yeah, so I would say, Maxim, can you leave your phone, email, or direct number with them so they can reach out to you for financial assessment of what they can do for them?
Absolutely. So once again, my name is Maxim D'Souza. I'm a mortgage broker at Canada Express Mortgage Inc. My license number is M17002005. You can directly contact me at my cell. My number is 437-353-9977, or you can email me at info at Maxim, MAXIUM, D'Souza, that's DSOUZA.ca.
Thank you very much. I hope, viewers, you have some understanding of what's happening in terms of mortgage saving. Interest rate just dropped. And hopefully we'll be able to help you to understand that. I'm the principal broker of Canada Express Mortgage Inc., license number 13241. And we look forward to your call and to help you. As you know, I'm also Canada broker of record for City Pro Realty Inc. brokerage. We buy and sell and also design and build custom homes and land development projects, because I am a president and founder of Dixon Construction Inc., which is HCRA licensed builder, license number B63-247. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next Thursday. Thank you, Maxim, for coming. I really appreciate that for coming.
Thank you for the opportunity, Mr. Qureshi.
And we'll see you next Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you. Bye for now.